This video's made for adult collectors because bro's gonna suck you into a vortex. Ha, get it? I'm so bad. Helicopter, helicopter. That's not relevant anymore. That hasn't, no, I'm unfunny. I'm not funny. Walmart decided to be weird and put Wave 2 out before Wave 1, but hey, now I have Vortex, Alchemist, and Crasher. My theory is that Walmart was supposed to get cases of Wave 1 but got the wrong cases in, because the day Wave 2 Deluxes were put on shelves was the day Wave 1 stuff was supposed to release. But now I have the 3 Deluxes from Wave 2, yay, way before they're supposed to come out. But anyways, this is Vortex, and this was bought at Walmart Canada. Here's the box, not sponsored. This thing feels really nice. Like, the first thing I noticed when I took it out of the box was the plastic quality. It's pleasant and dense, and the colors. There isn't a lot of paint on this thing, but the dark gray works so well here that it doesn't really matter to me that it's just got black and a little bit of blue. But then the like thighs and the shoulders being plastic blue also helps break up that lack of paint. The sculpted detail too, there is a lot here and it's really nice to see. However, it does kind of get lost a little bit in the black paint on the legs. His arms do have some kibble on them that is a bit funky. You can spread it out to make the arms look a little bit more like arms from the front, but they kind of feel a bit unmanageable, so I just leave them collapsed on the arms and I think that looks fine. It does cover the 5mm ports on the side of the arms, but it makes messing with the arms less taxing. The shoulder bits can hinge around and I like to keep them facing forward so they look like shoulder cannons, but you can literally rotate them wherever. That's neat. And his legs do the Combiner Wars thing, and I was worried that they were going to have that same sort of like little rattle that the Combiner Wars leg hinges do, but they have dedicated places to clip in and hold everything together, both the front and the back, so like there is no wobble in the legs. It's great. The head is perfect for me. No light piping, but that's because he's got landing gear on the back of his head, but I love the shaping and the paint with the faceplate and the red visor. He also looks really good in a dynamic standing still pose. Like, it just looks exactly how I would want it to. The propeller is on a 5mm peg, so you can just start giving it to other figures, which is really funny, especially if they've got a 5mm port in the middle of their vehicle. But you can fold it up if you want the propellers to just be straight, but I'm going for the more outspread look. The blackout look would have been cool too, but it doesn't do that. He is a decent size, fitting the size of all the other combining bots we've gotten in the last few years that I totally still have and never got rid of. 100%, man. Those aerial bots need to show up, please. He comes with 3 guns, 2 small ones, and 1 large rifle, and can hit some gnarly poses with them. Speaking of posing, so Vortex's articulation is pretty much how you'd expect it. It doesn't do anything like groundbreaking here, but it's nice what it does. So you've got the head, which is on a ball joint, which has some really nice tilt to it, side to side. You can rotate. You can look up that far. You can look down that far. But when the head's rotated, you can only look up a little bit because there's like this big cavity behind here that the head can sit in. But then when you rotate the head, it slightly pushes it. So I wish that could look up a little bit more, but what you have here is completely fine. These shoulders can do a full 360 and they can go in and out. You have your bicep rotation. You have single jointed, what feels like a very soft detented ratchet on the elbow. Nothing at the wrist due to how all of this has to be hollow for the hinge to fit in. You do have a waist joint, and let me just, because I know people are going to ask, I need a flat object of some kind. MP44's axe. Let's just press this. There he is. Now he's in 2 pieces. He has been movie jazzed. Click that back in. He does have that waist joint. Your legs can go forward. They can go back. The helicopter propellers do not get in the way. They can go in and out. You have a thigh rotation. You have 90 degrees of bend at the knee. Now I do wish the knee could bend a little bit higher than that. Like, it doesn't really accomplish much because of how bulky the lower legs are. And also, I just noticed this. This bit sticks out, right? This tab and all that here, and it bumps into the crotch, which is painted. So just be careful, don't chip the paint. And then you have your ankle tilt that can go all the way. And there's this extra pin in here, literally just for that. So you can do that with the feet if you want to. It's weird that that's there, but it's nice that that's included. It's not really needed for the transformation because you just sort of fold it up like that. But yeah, that's kind of neat. But he's not like hyper articulated or anything. He just is as articulated as you'd want it to be, which is completely and totally fine. Oh, and the propeller can rotate. So yeah, it's cool. The only thing that I don't like is when I have these out, right, moving the arms and stuff, these don't peg in, so they do move quite a bit. So I personally just like keeping them down here. That, to me, that just sort of works. Plus it looks like he has a knife coming out of his fist. But yeah, Vortex, he's neat. So yeah, I really dig this robot mode. It's not compromised at all because of the skeleton combiner thing. There's no hidden ratchets in the toy to mess with the feel of the rest of it. It's great. I just wish the arm kibble was a little bit nicer to handle. Now helicopter time. So Vortex's transformation is a lot of fun, though the arms did confuse me when I first got this, and it was kind of funny. I'll talk about that in a second. So you don't have to remove the propeller. It can stay on, but for the purposes of me showing you this on camera, I'm going to take it off. And if you have it squeezed together, you literally just bloop. There it goes. It doesn't really, it kind of has a very soft thooping point here. I wish it was a little bit tougher. However, the pin is strong enough that these don't ever come apart, so that's fine. If you have the kibble extended, collapse it in, then you're gonna click the arms straight into place. Now, the way that the instructions made it look, I got confused and I thought it had to be this way, and that messed me up, but no, it is literally just straight down like that. Then you wanna take these bits here on the shoulders, fold them up. Then you rotate the head 180 degrees, and there are these two little tabs sticking out. You want to pull them up, and that'll bring up his face mask, because that'll cover his face up. Then we're going to rotate this 90 degrees. You want to peg the legs together. They're going to peg together at the back here and at the little tippy toes. You fold this section down, make sure it's all lined up, because there is a tiny little tab right in there that has to get everything lined up properly. Then you open up the legs, and then you combiner wars them in, and they will peg in to the back right here. So you just click that into place, close this section up, and then you rotate this back because it just needed space. This keeps coming undone. Then you take the arms and you bring them down like this, bring them up, and then rotate them in until they completely tab together. Then you take the tail fin and you fold it up and it's going to peg into place. And then this is really cool. You take this bit, rotate it down because they've added that to the back, which I thought was neat. Then you plug the propeller in, fold down the landing gear, and there you have Vortex in his helicopter mode. It's really fun to do that back and forth now that I've figured out how the arms work, because I kept doing this bit in the wrong orientation and it was bothering me. I'm like, how the hell oh, I'm just stupid. But yes, chopper mode, it's cool. And again, let's just bring in MP44's axe, press that, and just, yeah. There you have, there's arm mode. That's the wrong side. There's arm mode. There you go. That's what that's gonna look like. So apparently you can mix and match these things. I don't have any of the other figures at the moment. They're still en route, but I can't wait to mix and match them and make like a Fall of Cybertron looking Vortex with a plane on the front and a chopper on the back. But yeah, his transformation's cool. I like it. That's a nice helicopter. Mostly. This gap right here for like the shaping of the waist, I'm not a big fan of that. They could have done with a little foldy panel, but the whole thing holds together really well though, and the guns can peg on to complete that Vortex look. The propellers both spin super well. They are pinned in, so they spin very freely, and the hinge on the propellers on the top, when it comes to their spread, is tight enough that they don't move out of alignment when you flick it, which is great. I remember the Combiner Wars when you flicked it and like the propellers would literally just fling right off the toy. But that's this toy. It's great. Gotta wait till the rest of the figures come out to judge the combining aspect of it. But as a robot itself, it is very nice. And apparently the tabs are the same as one of the tabs on the aerial bots, so maybe Alpha Bravo redeco soon. But I do recommend this. Once it friggin' comes out, it's still weird that it showed up, but it's not. October is its release date apparently. And yet Walmart was like, what's October? Anyways, I have it. It's here. It's cool. I recommend it once it releases. But that's my look at Age of the Prime's Vortex. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.